See this smile? The dolphin behind it attacked 53 people in just 2 years. Are dolphins actually psychopaths? Let me show you the evidence. In 2008, a dolphin named Moko became famous around the world. He saved 2 whales that were stuck on a beach in New Zealand. When people couldn't help the whales, Moko guided them back to deep water through a narrow channel. Everyone called him a hero. But a year later, that same dolphin tried to kill a woman. He kept pushing her underwater every time she came up for air. She would gasp for breath, and he would shove her back down, harder each time. People had to distract Moko so she could swim away and survive. This wasn't the dolphin having a bad day. The same smart brain that saved those whales was now trying to drown a person. And what he did to that woman is nothing compared to what dolphins do to each other. Almost half of all baby dolphins die in their first year. You might think it's sharks or disease. It's not. It's other dolphins. Adult male dolphins team up in groups of 20 and target baby dolphins in brutal attacks that last for hours, often ending fatally. They prevent the babies from reaching the surface to breathe, while the mothers call out desperately, watching their children slip away. Why do they do this? Female dolphins feed their babies milk for 3 to 6 years. While they're feeding babies, they can't have new babies. So if the males kill the baby, the mother can get pregnant again soon enough. And here's the worst part. Male dolphins will even eliminate their own offspring, their own flesh and blood, without hesitation. They don't care if it's their baby or someone else's baby. They'll eliminate any calf that stands between them and their next mating opportunity. Do you believe it's animal instinct or something much darker? Let me know with your comment. But before they kill babies, they need to practice. That's where harbor porpoises come in. Over 100 dead porpoises have washed up on beaches in England. They all had the same injuries: broken ribs, torn lungs, massive bleeding inside their bodies, and bite marks from dolphin teeth. But dolphins don't eat porpoises, and porpoises don't steal dolphin food. So why are dolphins killing them? Look at a porpoise next to a baby dolphin. They're about the same size. Dolphins use these innocent creatures as living practice targets, perfecting the techniques they'll later use on their own young. They don't even try to hide this behavior. The Dolphin Research Center in Florida, the place where they filmed the famous Flipper movies, says their dolphins use baby sharks like volleyballs. They don't eat the sharks. They just toss them around for fun. The workers have to jump in and save the sharks. When dolphins get tired of playing with toys people give them, they start using live animals instead. And they get really creative about how they hurt them. How creative? They use live eels for inappropriate stimulation while the animals struggle to escape, wrapping them around their bodies while the eel tries to get away. They bite fish heads off and use what's left. This isn't normal animal behavior. This is dolphins figuring out twisted ways to please themselves. And when they're not alone, they work together like criminals. Male dolphins don't just hang out in groups. They form kidnapping teams. 2 to 14 males stick together for their whole lives with one goal: stealing females. They surround a female dolphin, drag her away from her family, and if she tries to escape, they slam into her body. The female is held captive for days or weeks, isolated from her family, while multiple males control her completely. The males even train the females like dogs. They make a special popping sound that means, "Come here or we'll hurt you." Scientists played this same sound to wild female dolphins, and 3 out of 4 immediately swam toward the noise because they'd been traumatized into immediate obedience through repeated violence. But that's not all. Female dolphins had to evolve their reproductive system into a spiral shape just to protect themselves from male predators. But what do they do to people? Between 2022 and 2024, one dolphin hurt 53 people in Japan. He broke people's ribs. One 10-year-old kid needed 30 stitches after the dolphin bit him. This dolphin would grab swimmers and drag them underwater just like Moko did. But Japan isn't the only place this happens. In the Cayman Islands, a dolphin named Stinky kept trying to mate with scuba divers. It got so bad that the government had to put up warning signs telling tourists to stay away from him. NASA once paid for an experiment where a woman tried to teach a dolphin to speak English, but the dolphin developed an unhealthy, inappropriate obsession with her that crossed every boundary, mostly because she had a hand on it, literally. When they separated them, the dolphin refused to eat and surface for air, choosing to slip away rather than live separated from her. That's not normal animal behavior. That's like a stalker deciding its end. And here's the crazy part. Governments looked at these aggressive animals with deeply disturbing behaviors toward both their young and females and decided to turn them into weapons. Right now, the US Navy uses dolphins to guard nuclear submarine bases. Russia used war dolphins during their fight with Ukraine. Satellite photos showed dolphin cages at harbor entrances with one job: attack enemy divers underwater. So, why are dolphins basically psychopaths? Doctors use a checklist to diagnose psychopaths in humans. Let's see how dolphins score. Fake charm? That dolphin smile never changes whether they're playing or killing something. No empathy? They torture animals just for fun. Sexual problems? They'll try to do it with anything. Good at tricking people? Humans have thought dolphins were friendly for decades. Violence without feeling bad? They murder babies to be able to mate. Think they're better than everyone? They pick fights with sharks for entertainment. Can't control themselves? One dolphin hurt 53 people in 2 years. Good at different crimes? They murder, force themselves on females, kidnap, and do drugs. Wait, drugs? Pufferfish have poison that can kill 30 people with no cure. Dolphins figured out how to bother pufferfish just enough to release a little poison that makes them high. They pass the pufferfish around like it's marijuana for 20 minutes, then float around stoned. After they get high, they look for something to attack. Doctors need to find 4 bad traits to call someone a psychopath. Dolphins have all 8 traits, plus they're drug addicts. Here's what you're really up against in the water: 400 pounds of pure muscle that swims 10 times faster than you can. They have sonar that can see inside your body and knows exactly where your heart and lungs are. They can hold their breath 5 times longer than you. And they always travel in groups. Sharks kill 5 people every year, and we made scary movies about them. Dolphins are just better at hiding their attacks. They make it look like an accident, like they were just playing too rough. Who's going to blame a dolphin? So the next time you see that dolphin smile, remember something important. It's not because they're happy. That's just how their face looks. It's like how serial killer Ted Bundy could smile, but that didn't mean he was nice. That dolphin grin is actually a warning sign that nature got stuck on their face. There are 40 million dolphins in our oceans right now. Every single one is smarter than your pet dog and more dangerous than anything in your worst nightmares. Sleep well tonight, and maybe stick to swimming in pools. Thanks for watching. Check also these videos.